What's up, y'all? Just want to have a quick chat about what it says on this shirt. If it don't hurt, it don't work. No, I'm not promoting my gym because we can't really use that place right now. Well, the hidden message behind this: people have personal struggles. People, go through things. We all do. Okay, the random woman in aisle 7 at Walmart, she has something she went through. Okay, Timmy and Bobby and Jonathan and Edward and all these names I can come up with. They all have had some sort of issues. So bottom line, especially women, women go through a lot of scrutiny. It seems that society hits women harder than men. Okay, and I see that, and I don't like it. It is what it is. Bottom line, everything that happens in our lives, we can't play the victim. We need to understand quickly and suddenly, almost immediately, that this shit was supposed to happen. You can't be surprised that shit didn't work out when you ran back to your man. And he was, a no good dude, and he was already showing patterns of not changing. You ran back to him, and now you're gonna act shocked that things didn't work out. Same thing the other way around. Dudes, you can't really be surprised if she already did you dirty, and you ran back and she did it again. Come on, dude, you brought those problems on yourself. And I could say 1,000 other scenarios, but if you put yourself on a path for this event to pop up, for this to happen, for this event to pop up, for this to happen, which all leads to the said event that fucked you up, then don't complain about it. Pull your pants up, learn from it, move the fuck forward. Because when you're steady or backward, that's where life fucking stops for you. And I've said before, there's a tick and a tock. The clock never stops. And that's just the way it is. Time doesn't ask you, hey buddy, you need a minute? Oh, do you need a breather? No, time just keeps moving, okay? So while you're getting hit and you're getting down in the dumps and depressed and stuff, the world is still fucking moving. The world does not give a fuck. And I hate to say that, but then again, I don't. Because this has been known, okay? We can't just sit here and ask for hugs, okay? It's a tough time for everybody. But I'm talking about personally, even prior to 2020, let's remove the pandemic. We're gonna have some issues that pop up in our own personal lives, drama, whatever the hell. We need to understand something. The drama that we can control, meaning control by not behaving a certain way to bring about the drama, that is all we can do. When someone else brings drama to your doorstep, you don't need to buy into their drama or their level of drama. You need to buy in to how you react to their drama. That's all you gotta do. You don't owe them shit. And you know what? If that person doesn't look out for you and expects you to jump to their level of drama and be on their side and bark and yell and kick doors in with them when they don't really do shit for you, period, then lose that person. They're a seed and they grow and they get bigger and it just takes over your life. And that shit can't happen. So bottom line, I want you to think about your problems, think about how you got there, and take a really good look at you. I want you to remove the idea that someone else has done something. And I want you to ask yourself, what could you have done better to prevent that outcome? What could you have done better to avoid that outcome? If you can't come up with an answer to that, then you must be just fucking perfect. And I ain't met nobody perfect. Because I did say in another video, perfect means that you never tried anything new. You know what I mean? Now, if you are perfect at everything you do, then maybe you should try something new. Because as soon as you do, you'll fuck up, you'll make a mistake, and then you won't be perfect anymore. So then what are you gonna do then? I have been holding myself accountable. How long have I lived here? It is 2020. I moved in here and end of 2016, beginning of 2017. So I have literally been holding myself accountable, respecting the fact that I'm wrong about things, owning up to it, apologizing to people for 3 years now. Now, mind you, the apology part doesn't happen as much because I don't fuck up as much anymore. But I will own shit when I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I won't do anymore is allow someone to come into my life and expect me to adjust my points and views and my fucking rights and whatever the fuck to appease them. That shit's done. And that's another thing. You want to clean up problems, you want to prevent things, you want to avoid things, take ownership of your life and how you want things to operate. Doesn't mean you got to be a dick about it. It's just demand a certain level of respect. And the best way and the best time to do that is at the very beginning of a relationship or friendship with somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's the way these things have to be handled. Now, tomorrow I'm very blessed. I'm going to do something that is not only a dream of mine, but it's going to be something that I'm going to be proud of. I don't care what anybody says. This is sentimental to me. It's going to mean the world to me. And nobody's going to be able to take that away from me. Find something like that for you. Stop fucking looking in Facebook and watching all these people who are literally turning into the scum of humans. Like, since when do people hide behind their computers and behave this way? We would never do this in person. You know what I mean? This is the worst I've ever seen it. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to hold myself accountable right in front of you. I have been guilty of this behavior. Now, I don't go as far as some of these other people, but I have definitely bought into some shit. Why would I spend 2 hours in a conversation I don't really, truly give a fuck about with a guy from Illinois? Because you get caught up. You really don't have other shit that to do. You know, you don't follow your dreams. You don't set shit up. You don't like to cook. You don't have passion for nothing. Man, I make really good chicken wings, so I've tapped into that shit. All right, I have a really good trainer that knows MMA, knows a bunch of different styles. So I tapped into that shit. We have a pretty damn good summer around here. We got beaches within our reach. So I tapped into that shit. I have friends with jet skis, tapped into that shit. I've done a lot of fun things. I've seen a lot of cool people. I've made some really cool friends. And all the friends that I've made have something to bring to the table. So 2020 has become, what am I going to bring to the table? You know what I'm saying? And this is where I come in. Like, I have a few things that I've been working on, but I'm not fully committed to any individual one of them. I'm committed to like all of them. And that's why I'm not seeing progression. So I'm going to start pushing more things that I'm more committed to. So you may see more videos. Okay, especially when ideas pop up in my head. I've been writing them down and stuff. But the point of today is we all have problems. We have to start asking ourselves how we got there and what could we have done better to prevent or avoid them. And if you come up with any of those answers, then there's your solutions. There's exactly how to begin solving shit, because there's too many people this year that have been looking for problems rather than solutions, and that's exactly why this world is ass backwards right now. Now listen to me, everybody. We don't know what's about to happen. No matter what we think we know, what CTV or CBC or anybody else fucking says, NBC, CBS, ABC, fuck them all, I don't care. Whatever anybody says, we don't know what the future holds, okay? Love everyone dearly, as if you would have done already, but value them more now, because people are leaving this earth. And not just for COVID. They're just leaving this earth. It seems to be a time in our world, in our planet, where it's not just the pandemic. It's like that time where the earth has decided certain people aren't going to be with us anymore. We don't know who's going to be left standing. All I know is there's going to be a lot of souls that are floating, that weren't floating. And that's what I'm talking about. We have to start treating each other better. Just because we had these personal issues and we fell flat on our face, that doesn't give us the right to take it out on other people, especially if we never asked ourselves those valuable questions. What could we have done to avoid them or prevent them? I hope every one of you has a dream or a goal, and I hope every one of you follows it. If you're really good at something, don't do it for free. Demand respect. Take ownership of your flaws. Okay? And if you're going to criticize somebody, learn how to do it respectfully. Because we have to accept also that these times have made people more sensitive to things. So criticism is not easy to take, especially, I'm even guilty of that. You criticize me, you better come some type of way. Because if you come like an asshole, I might just criticize you back. And then nobody gets a point across. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you really want to get a point across and help, when I criticize somebody, I criticize them genuinely, which means that I criticize them to help them, to make them better. And I'm not really criticizing, I'm more or less giving advice. You know what I'm saying? Or pointing out a simple flaw that could to make them into a better person. Now, if you come at that conversation respectfully, man to man, pull them aside, you don't say it in front of people, you know what I'm saying? You get better results. I think humans forget how to be human. Forget how the process is supposed to work. Okay? I don't get into senseless arguments anymore. Internet wars, I'm sorry, that's not me. My new thing is, if you got a problem with me, we're gonna do it in a ring. And I mean that. I'm not even a boxer. I'm training right now because I'm trying to lose weight. But everything I'm doing right now is as if I'm training for a fucking fight. Okay? I know my strength. I'm very confident in my own self. I would bet on me. So I don't give a fuck about getting punched in the face because I know the world now. I'm not scared of it. I've been around a lot of tough motherfuckers. Bottom line, my new thing is, if you got a problem with me, let's put the gloves on, let's handle it in the ring and leave it all in the ring. When we get out that ring, we're cool, we have a drink, or we don't, and we go about our separate ways. We're not gonna do this internet war shit. You come seek me out if it's that fucking serious. You know what I mean? That's my new thing, because that way it just puts it to bed. Obviously, we can't do that until after this shit, but that's my new thing. If somebody has a problem with me, okay, I'll see you in the ring then. And 9 times out of 10, probably 10 out of 10, motherfucker ain't even gonna show up. So it doesn't matter. Handle your shit. Put shit to bed. No more lingering bullshit. We're gonna solve it now. Okay? If you got a problem with me, you better holler at me now. Cause we're not solving shit after that. Cause we're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna address it. You know what I mean? Your time is valuable. It's the most valuable now. And if you haven't learned that, you better wake up. All right? Our kids' time is valuable. All of our time is valuable. So please believe if I message you or I call you, it's always something that's worth your time. It's never going to be something that's not, ever. Okay? Especially if I'm checking on you. You know what I'm saying? My personal life is my personal life. I have my eye on somebody right now, but that's a different conversation for a different day. And I'm gonna see that shit through until it's done, and I'm gonna follow my heart. I'm gonna follow what I want, who I want. I'm gonna go after. This is me now, Fuck New Year's resolution. I'm not waiting. If I have a dream or whatever, I'm putting this shit in motion now. New Year's Eve is dead to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is done. Like, I have way too many resolutions that I've already started that I have no reason to come up with a stupid one for one night that I do it, So throw that out. Be a better person right now. There's no reason for you to wait. Stop being like that, That's not us, man. That's not how we're supposed to behave. I want us to be better people, man. You know what I mean? Be better to our kids. Be better to ourselves. And that's the thing, man. When we be better to ourselves, we're better to everyone around us that loves and needs us. Okay? Now, some of you, this is a big message I want to put out. To all the frontline workers, thank you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put out an actual video just about that alone. So stay tuned for that. I love y'all. Peace.